A few months ago, after knowing Eckhart Tolle for a while and studying the books, I woke up and I suddenly got it. I understood suddenly how thought was just an illusory thing. And how thought is responsible for, if not all, most of the suffering we experience. And then I suddenly felt like I was looking at these thoughts from another perspective. And I wondered, who is it that's aware that I'm thinking? And suddenly I was thrown into this expansive, amazing feeling of freedom from myself, from my problems. I saw that I was bigger than what I do. I was bigger than my body. I was everything and everyone. I was no longer a fragment of the universe. I was the universe. And ever since that day, I've been trying to get back there. It comes and it goes. It's like riding a wave. Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off. But at least I know where I want to go. And that I want to take as many people with me as I possibly can, because the feeling is amazing.
You heard Jim Carrey mention Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle, he wrote a book called The Power of Now. This is the book right here, The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment. And that spiritual enlightenment is very simple. It basically, according to the book, is keeping your mind focused in the present. I'm not going to get deep into it, but it's a very powerful book. Very powerful. He explains in the book that we keep our attention mostly in the past or the future and vaguely in the present. And that's where everything exists, in the present. The past wouldn't be the past if it wasn't for the present. The future wouldn't be the future if it wasn't for the present. So anyway, I always like Jim Carrey because he's always been a very conscious comedian and actor and entertainer. And I'm sure there's more in the industry, but he's one that's more outspoken when it comes to enlightenment. So yeah, kudos to you, Jim Carrey.
Calls the 5 laws are the basic description of the structure of existence. So number 1 is you exist. There's nothing you can do to change that. You can change your form, but you cannot change the fact that you exist. The reason for that, very stupidly simply, is you can't become non-existent because by definition, non-existence doesn't exist. That's its definition, to not exist. Therefore, that which does exist just exists. That's its quality and cannot become that which doesn't exist because there's no such thing as non-existence by definition. So that's number 1. Number 2 is everything is here and now, which basically means space and time are an illusion, a projection of our consciousness. Everything actually exists all at once. It's all accessible right here. You just have to change your frequency in order to access it because that's how they're separated. They're separated by frequency. Just in the same way that TV programs are separated by frequency, even though they may all be running at the same time. Number 3 is the one is the all are the one, which means there is only one thing, and everything that seems different is made out of that one thing because there's nothing else to make anything from. Number 4 is what you put out is what you get back. Sometimes people on earth translate this as the law of attraction. And something important to say about that, because even though it's not incorrect to say that, well, you have to be the vibration of a thing to attract it, the idea of the way it's usually stated here is, in my opinion, incomplete. And people are left thinking, I have to learn what that vibration is to attract the things that I need in life. That I disagree with. You are already giving off that vibration because that's your natural core. Vibration is to attract what you need in life. If those things aren't manifesting, it's not because you're not the vibration of the attraction. It's that you are blocking them from coming. You're stopping the vibration from bringing them to you with negative and fear-based beliefs. So it's not an issue of having to learn to attract. It's an issue of having to learn to stop blocking what you're attracting naturally. And law number 5 is everything changes except the laws. Those are the structure that don't change, but everything else changes. Perspective, experience, beliefs, it all changes, and it's changing constantly.
Okay. Now, what he's saying is totally different from what I've been hearing and what I've been reading and audio tapes and videos, like when Rhonda Byrne came out with The Secret, and she had the audio, she had it in the audio tape, she had it in the video, and she had it come out in the book. And prior to that, other gurus and teachers and stuff talked about vibration. Now, he's talking about vibration in a different way, because the law of attraction, basically what is called the law of attraction, you send out a vibration to whatever you want, and that particular item, let's say for instance, according to the teachings, that particular item has a different vibration, but by you thinking about that and sending your vibration to that item, you change that item into your vibration. Basically like quantum physics. They talk about quantum physics. And then you bring that, whatever it is, via vibration to your experience. Now, he's saying that when you think about something, it's not sending out a vibration. Vibration is already exists, and what you're doing is you're blocking the vibration of some whatever it is that you want. That's totally different. That's interesting, but different. But these are his thoughts. Now, he's also talking about time is an illusion. Everything that we see is an illusion. Okay? So if illusion, everything that we experience is something that we create, my question is, when we're all like at an amusement park and we see in the amusement park, are we all experiencing something totally different at that amusement park of our creation? And he talks about the different frequencies. But what I read in the Science magazine, that the heart and the brain emits vibration. But what I learned is that, according to science, that the heart emits a further distance vibration than the brain. How interesting. But anyway, that's food for thought on what he's talking about. Totally different from what I've been hearing all along. So, interesting. You be the judge.
You have nothing in this world to conquer or to challenge or to transcend apart from your mind. All your neighbors live here. Your gods and demons live here. And yourself, imagined, lives here. Stop trying to be a traffic policeman in your own head. Let it run. Just remain detached like you're witnessing. To witness is never involved in the scene, because the moment you become involved in the scene, you become part of the scene. So the witness has to stand apart. Just keep witnessing first your traffic, the mind stuff, and it's daily. It's your family, friends, job, money, the weather, everything that's coming up. Sometimes it will feel like some reflex and you're in form again, dancing with the mind, struggling. And as soon as you see this, don't go, oh, no, just click back and just keep doing that. And at some point, you'll feel that the claustrophobia of all this worldly internal and external noise will start to sort of drift away. This is the presence of God in you.
He said, all your neighbors live here. All your demons live here. He's basically talking about your mind. Meaning, basically in so many words, I guess he's saying that we create our own reality. We create the demons, we create our situations, we create the people that comes into our lives. We have more power, I guess, than what we believe to be or believe to have. You know, what he's teaching is kind of similar to what Eckhart Tolle, in the beginning of the video, Jim Carrey was talking about Eckhart Tolle, and I showed you the book. His teaching is similar. He talks about being a witness to your thoughts. Instead of being involved, instead of identifying yourself with your thoughts, be a witness to your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. And when you watch your thoughts, according to the teachings, according to what he's saying, you sever yourself from your thoughts and you become not involved in your thoughts. Now you're looking at your thoughts. So instead of getting angry in your thoughts, you get angry, you get sad, this, that, and the other, whatever the case may be. Now you separate it from them and then you begin to watch them. And then all of a sudden that anger and whatever, worration and stuff like that begin to dissipate.
Who else is starting to feel like they don't care about this world or nothing in it? Anybody else? It's like as every day goes on, I'm caring less and less about everything, the worldly stuff. I've never been a materialistic person. I've always been, I'd rather be outside in the forest with no shoes on. That's what's in here. But I just don't care no more. I don't care about owning a home. I don't care about owning land, because you'll never own it. And I don't care about having a nice new car. I don't care. And it is just the strangest things, because just 8 years ago, 5 years ago, I was like, oh, I want this, I want to get that, I want to buy this, I want to have this, I want to get this type of. I'm caring less and less. Now, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Yeah. I'm taking care of business. But I find myself like, I don't care about no retirement. But I don't know. I just encourage everybody to find your purpose, pursue that. Keep your job though, but pursue that. And I'm talking to myself. It may not be easy, but God is going to send help if you're fulfilling his purpose in you. But yeah, I'm tired. But at the same time, it's like, I just want to keep my eye on the Lord, even through all that. I inform my children. I tell my children the truth about the things that's happening, that's going on, as crazy as it sounds. That's it. I'm not trying to buy no new car. I'm not trying to have no mansion. I ain't doing none of that, because it will all be destroyed, because the land is so freaking evil. People are so evil. It can't sustain. America cannot sustain. We're running on fumes, y'all. And they speeding up the process of destruction. I know you feel me, right?
And it seems like to me that people thinking these days are becoming more organic and less materialistic, if that makes any sense. Did you hear what she said? She says she doesn't want a house, she doesn't want a car, she doesn't want the materialistic things. And she said that simple things makes her happy. And I'm finding the mindset of people are changing more towards that particular area, that particular way of thinking, that particular consciousness. And, well, they said that, I don't know, it's not me, but it said that the fourth dimension is starting to kind of bump into us, and we're kind of elevating to that. Maybe something to do with that. I don't know. Because all we know is what people tell us, and we know what we hear, what we read, and stuff like that. But the actual proof is in the pudding, as the old saying goes. When it happens, it's going to happen. And once it happens, then we'll know it's true. But there are some simple things that you can try. Try out some of these people who give instructions. Try out some of these gurus, avatars, different teachers who are trying to teach things to make things better for you in your life, to make you deal with the stresses. There's a lot of stress this day and age. And my dad told me, he said, you know what, you guys have more stress than we had in our generation. I truly believe him. Things are moving faster. It seems like things are moving much faster. Time is, well, really, they say there's no existence in time, or it's just an illusion, but it's man-made. But still, I guess that's some form of time. Maybe just an event, but I don't know. But I'm just finding that we're becoming, and when I say we, I'm talking about the populace, are becoming more organically thinking. And that's the best way I can explain it.